Hey guys, so today I'm here with a kind of different video. It's still book related, but it's something that I kind of created. At least I haven't seen anybody else do anything like this. Kind of just a weird little challenge activity that I made up, and I call it book math. Basically what inspired this idea for me is that I realized that people like to compare books to other books or say it's kind of like this with a little bit of this, and so I thought I would make that into kind of a challenge-ish thing that you can do. I came up with 5 that I wanted to do today, so I'm going to go over them with you, and I encourage people to also do this because I find it really interesting to see which books people would combine to make other books, but you can also subtract and all this kind of stuff. It gets complicated. I haven't thought out all the details yet, but I'm just gonna go with what I've got. And I apologize, half of the books I'm using in this video I don't even have right now because they're in boxes because I'm moving, so there's gonna be a lot of pictures on the screen. Number 1. Room by Emma Donoghue, plus Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott, plus The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, equals If You Find Me by Emily Murdoch. And the reasoning behind this was that this book kind of involves kidnapping, so Room, as well as Living Dead Girl, and Perks kind of just more so for the innocence of the main characters and how they just were kind of unsure about what was going on, and that just felt very Perks of Being a Wallflower to me. It just has Perks of Being a Wallflower-y vibes, but also mixed with kidnapping. Number 2. So we've got Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma mixed with Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. I bet you have no idea where this is going. Minus The Hunger Games equals How I Live Now by Meg Rosoff. Okay, just give me a sec. Listen to me. So How I Live Now is kind of like a mixture of Forbidden and Mockingjay because it basically takes place in a fictional World War III when everything is just bad, but it also involves a romance between a girl and her cousin, and so it's kind of similar to Forbidden in that way because it's a little incesty. I said minus The Hunger Games because it doesn't really involve dystopian things that much. It's more so just the war that I wanted to get across, and so Mockingjay minus The Hunger Games is basically just war. So that was the second book math that I came up with. Number 3. Crash and Burn by Michael Hassan mixed with Gossip Girl by Cecilia von Ziegesar equals Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. And my reasoning behind this one is that Luckiest Girl Alive was very much about socialites in New York, aka Gossip Girl, and it's mixed with Crash and Burn for reasons that I can't really talk about without spoiling Luckiest Girl Alive, so basically it's a mix of those two, just take my word for it. Number 4. Twilight by Stephenie Meyer, plus Unearthly by Cynthia Hand, minus Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling, I'm just using the whole series, you'll understand why, just stick with me, equals Fallen by Lauren Kate. This is one that I got really creative with, because the way I see it, Fallen is exactly like Twilight, but you just add in angels, essentially, so Unearthly represents the angels, and Harry Potter in this case is representative of everything that is good in the world, and so since we are taking that away, you get Fallen, which is one of the worst books I've ever read in my life. So yeah, that's the one I came up with for that. Number 5. The last one I've got for you here is one that is a book that is very complicated and very hard to sum up in terms of recommendations of other books, and so I got a little fancy with it. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, plus The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, plus The Shining by Stephen King. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Equals Night Film by Marisha Pessl. Night Film has a lot of things going on, but I feel like this summed it up pretty well. Basically in Night Film, a girl goes missing / is killed, so that kind of the Gone Girl aspect of that. Adding in The Evolution of Mara Dyer, which basically is just you never know what is going on, sort of more just the overall feeling that you get throughout this book is that you just never know what's true and what isn't, and who's insane and who isn't, all this kind of stuff. So that's the Evolution of Mara Dyer aspect. And The Shining is only being thrown in there because of the kind of haunted house aspect of it, which you don't get until kind of later on in Night Film, but it's absolutely horrifying and so scary and so messed up and just psychologically like, ew, what's going on? Basically, those are all the books that I find make up Night Film, if I had to pick some. So yes, that was my book math video, and I do plan to do more of these if you guys enjoyed it anyway. If everyone hated it, I might not. I might resist. But I had a lot of fun coming up with these combinations, and I definitely want to see more of them, more that involve like subtraction, and if you can figure out how to do multiplication and division in this, please feel free, and I would love to see it because I just thought of this really quickly on a whim and I didn't really think it through all the way. So if there's more math that can be done in here, if people get complicated and start doing algebra, I'll be really impressed. But that is it for this video today, you guys, and I will see you guys very soon with another one. Bye! Hey guys, so I'm here today with a quick Friday Reads video. It's been a while since I made one of these because I do typically work on Fridays,